Hi everyone, it's Elizabeth from Movement Climbing and Fitness Baker. We're about to do a 45-minute HIIT workout. No equipment is required, but if you would like something heavy from your house, I have 2 books, nice and heavy. They also serve as my laptop stand for my work from home life. But whatever you need, we'll start in a few minutes as people trickle in. Again, I'm Elizabeth. Optional workout gear are 2 books, heavy or not heavy or no books at all, totally cool. You also may want a mat or a towel for the floor because we'll be on the floor for some core work. You're gonna have to move, dude. Good boy. Hi everyone, how's it going? Good morning, happy Wednesday. Again, this will be a 45-minute HIIT workout. 2 books is what I'm using for a heavy weight, but something heavy like a big can or my phone's leaning on a candle or no weight at all is totally cool. You also may want a mat or a towel for your back when we're on the floor. Hi, Boba. Go, go, go. Corey, can you watch him? All right, looks like we have 6 of you. We'll wait as the numbers go up just a couple more minutes. Throughout the workout comments, if you have them questions about exercises, you can throw them in there. I'll see if I can try and answer them in between sets or as I see them. Hi, Aunt Debbie. Again, it's 45 minutes. We are doing 45-second sets with the exception of our cardio set. If you just tuned in, something heavy like a set of books and a mat or towel for the floor. Just like I said last time I taught, be careful working out at home. If you don't normally wear shoes when you work out at home, totally cool. But if you're used to being on a flat floor in the gym, try and replicate that as much as you can. So flat floor, shoes on. If you have to work out on carpet, totally cool, but just watch the stability of your ankles, specifically in the lunges. So if you're like me working out at home, you may have a friend, this is Harvey, and we'll see how in the way he gets. One. There we go.
Go. No. Go. Go.
I would say 2 more minutes.
Shh. Shh.
Hopefully that heart is for how obnoxious my dog is. So, once more, if you just came in, books are our weight or something heavy if you would like it, a mat for your back if you would like that, a towel works just as well. And then our sets today are 45 seconds on, 15 seconds off, and we'll be here for 45 minutes. All right, let's go ahead and get started. If you just tuned in, totally cool. Yes, we all need our dog friends with us. So we'll start with 20 air squats. Move at your own pace. So send your butt back and down. Squeeze your core in to support your low back. And then keep your chest lifted. So your butt goes back and your chest stays up. Just like that. Start to warm up your legs. Big muscle groups here, we'll work them all the way through these 45 minutes. I have 7. Just 3, 2, 1. Keep going if you're not at your 20 yet, totally cool. If you're just joining us, that was 20 air squats. We are on to 20 jumping jacks. If your joints aren't looking to jump today, long reach to the side, stretch out your obliques, and then pull your elbow back in. Stick with it, we've got it. Maybe your body's just waking up today. You just have 5, 3, 2, 1. Shake it out. Awesome job. Reverse lunge with an oblique twist. We'll see these again. But long step back, drop down, turn your elbow towards your front leg. Up and in, switch sides. Long step back, drop your knee down, twist, and in towards the center. So as you twist, lift up from the top of your head. Let there be space for your spine to twist. Yes. I'm gonna do 2 more each side. Make sure you even out. All right, shake it out, awesome job. Few deep breaths for a sun A, so inhale, raise your arms up overhead. Exhale, fold from your hips, hinge forward, forward, fold. Inhale, halfway lift, bring your palms to your thighs, squeeze your shoulder blades together. Exhale, return back down. And then inhale, rise back up to mountain pose. Exhale, forward fold, pull your hands through heart center. Inhale, halfway lift, squeeze between your shoulder blades, lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold forward. One more time, inhale all the way up to the top, mountain pose. Exhale, fold forward. Start to control your breathing, even though your heart rate rises. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. And then inhale, rise, slowly, slowly, all the way up to standing at attention. If there's any other stretches or activations that you want to do here, do that, now is your time. We'll do some shoulder rolls, and then we'll get into the workout. So roll your shoulders up, back, and down. Keep breathing like you're peeling your chest apart. If you want to make this a little bigger, lead with your elbows, keep them wide. 2 more and then switch. Roll them forward, peel your shoulder blades apart. So you look like a really big linebacker. Start to activate the muscles of your chest, stretch out the muscles of your back. You have 2 more. All right, shake it out. If you just joined us and missed the intro, welcome. I'm so glad you're here. I'm Elizabeth. The things you will need for this workout this morning are a mat for the floor and something heavy if you would like it, but you can work out without that as well. I have 2 heavy books. All right, also if you just started, 20 air squats, 20 jumping jacks, and then jump in wherever we are, because we're about to get going. First exercise, we're gonna run through this set twice in a row. So exactly the same intervals are 45 seconds. You are looking forward to a squat with an oblique twist. So you'll sit down, butt goes back, lift, twist your elbow towards your knee. You start in 4, 3, 2, 1, 45 seconds right here. So squat, twist, squat, twist. This is a great time for a book if you would like it. So squat, then twist your elbow towards your knee. On your return down, make sure that your glutes are engaged as you sit back and down. You've got it. 45 seconds, and there's only 20 left, more than halfway through. So squat, twist. So your knee comes straight up, your elbow comes towards your knee. elbows move across, less of your knee coming across. Awesome job. Last 5. Stick with it, 15-second break in 3, 2, 1, shake it out. All right, next exercise is a walking push-up. I'm gonna move back so I can just demo this. So you'll start from a high plank, option to drop down to your knees. You'll walk out, drop down to a push-up, walk in towards center, push up there, walk out, drop down and in. Let your core keep engaged the whole time. All right, starts in 4, 3, 2, 1, 45 seconds walking push-ups. So walk out, drop, up and in, back to the center, and then walk to the other side. Make the movement slow and controlled. Yes, quality over quantity. So not how many times can I do it, but how many times I can do it correctly and with muscle engagement. You've got it. Squeeze your core a little bit more like you're pulling your belly button towards your spine. Yes, just like that. Stick with it, stick with it. There are less than 10 seconds left. So walk out, drop, up, in, yes. Squeeze your elbows together. 3, 2, 1. 15-second recovery right here. Next are swimmers, which is why I adjusted the camera. We need space and your mat if you would like it. You'll send your arms long, and then you'll lift, swim for like 5 seconds, and then come back down. Make sure you're not cranking your neck up, making sure that it's nice and long in the back. All right, set starts in 3, 2, 1, 45 seconds. So squeeze your back, kick your feet, swim your hands, 5 seconds, lower down, come back up. So look down more than forward, and then swim, 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 lower, come back up. Swim, 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 yes, just like that. I'm hoping you all can see me. If you can't, throw a comment in there and I'll do my best to adjust. You have 15 seconds left. Let's get it together. So, lift, swim, 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 lower down, lift. Draw your shoulders down into your spine. You've got it. We have just 3, 2, 1, shake it out. Awesome job, 15-second recovery. Next is a side plank with a hip lift. So stay on your mat. You can stack your feet, you can scissor them, or you can drop to your bottom knee. You can stay long on your arm, or come down to your forearm, whichever is most comfortable. The goal here is to squeeze up, out of your oblique to lift your hips towards the sky. So you'll squeeze up. You start in 3, 2, 1, 45 seconds. So lift and lower, just like that. Take the stable option with your feet. So if you feel unstable with them, stack, split them, or even drop to your bottom knee. The goal here is to put as much muscle engagement into your oblique as you can. So lift, squeeze your rib cage towards your hip. Yes, you've got it. Don't worry, you have a whole other side. Stick here, we'll switch on the next set. Yeah, stay here. Last 10. Make sure you're not pressing out of your shoulder, but you're squeezing up from your oblique. So lift, lower, yes, squeeze up, 3, just 2, 1, yes, shake it out. All right, on to high spins. So again, single-sided exercise. We'll hit the other side on the way back. So front leg forward, you pull your knee towards your chest, elbows towards your knee. Stay low and stable in your front leg. 1 minute and then the recovery comes. 1 minute in 3, 2, 1, 30 seconds right here. So pull, pull. Yes, low and controlled in your front leg. Drive your heel into the ground, it'll help you stay stable. Again, if you feel wobbly, slow them down. And then pull, your hands towards your knee. Yes, you've got it. 1 minute is so short. Like half the time that it took to cook my breakfast burrito this morning. Yes, you've got it. Drive your heel into the floor. Yes, if your glute's starting to burn, that's great. That's it doing its job to stabilize you. You have 20. Yes, even more squeeze of your core. Slow them down if you're starting to wobble. Yes, all you have to do is keep moving. Cardio is not about jumping, it's about full body motions that up your heart rate. This is one of my favorite low impact ones. Can you stick with me for these last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, shake it out. 1 minute recovery here. We're gonna do that set one more time. Exactly as it was, except the single-sided things, obviously we'll do on the other side. So grab some water, a towel, if you would like one. And here, decide if you want to add that heavy object to the squat with the oblique twist. Yes. All right, 30 seconds left of your 1 minute recovery. So think through what you need for this set, how you want to accomplish it. And I forgot to mention earlier, but if you have a workout playlist that you really like, now's a great time to throw that on. It's such a great motivator. It can really keep us going. 10 seconds. So let's get ready for the squat with the oblique twist. Grab your book, or no book at all. If you have your book, bring it to your collarbone, or your elbows under. All right, 45 seconds starts in 3, 2, 1, 45 seconds. So squat, twist. Ooh, I feel that in my right glute, friends. Yes, stick with it. So drive through your stationary leg as you twist your elbow towards the one that lifts. And then see how soft you can land on the way down. Super smooth and controlled. Yes, so good. 15 seconds, team, let's go. Yes, stick with me. You've got it. Push into that music if you have it. If not, dig deep in your mind. You have 5. Yes, just 3, 2, 1. Shake it out. 15 seconds. Walkout push-ups are next. So ditch your book. Knees on your mat or come up to your toes. Get ready. 3, 2, 1. So center, walk, walk. Try and drop your chest in between your elbows. Just like that. Squeeze your elbows together. Activate the muscles of your chest. Drag the heels of your hands into the floor. Yes, and then take the option with your legs that gives you full motion in your upper body. So if you're only going down 2 inches or so, that's great, but if dropping to your knees will give you more range, do that. Yes. You just have 5. Remember the slow and controlled walk for 3, 2, 1. Shake it out. Up next are swimmers. So you'll go long on your mat. Focus. Rather than hyperextending your shoulders, pull them down along your spine. You have 3, 2, 1. Here we go, swimmers. Long reach, lift, and swim, slow lower. 5 seconds. And then release down. Yes. By splitting the work into sets, we get to realign our form and get right back into it. Can increase the muscle engagement and decrease the time that we spend pushing through as our form fatigues. Yes. 10 seconds remaining. Can you push through? Take that break, recover, come back into it. 5 seconds up, breathe, hold down, and then return with control. Just 3, 2, 1. Yes, awesome job. All right, on to the side planks. So adjust your option with your feet. Remember, it's not about pushing out of your shoulder, it's about squeezing up from your low core. Oblique rather. 3, 2, 1, 45 seconds. So come up and then lift, lower. Make sure that your shoulder is stacked over your elbow, and if you're up in the high version, that it's stacked over your wrist too. One long line of stability there, so you can come up, return back down, up, return back down. And to make sure you're not pressing out of your shoulder, option to bring your hand to your obliques. Feel the squeeze there. Yes, let the target of the motion be your side body. 10 seconds. Yes, can you stick with it? 3, just 2, 1, shake it out, and then ditch your mat. Heisman's other side. If you forgot what the other side was, I was on my right, your left potentially, who knows how mirroring works. So this is my other side. 1 minute, starts in 3, starts in 2, 1, 1 minute, pull. Yes. So stay low and controlled in your front leg. This is where the stability happens. And the momentum forces your glute to fire. And then your arms make it full body, up your heart rate. Yes, just like that. Remember your option for this one, slow it down. The more full body motions you get, the more stability you have, the more your leg has to fire. You are more than halfway through, friends. Yes. Can you drive even more through your front leg? Yes, like you're pressing your heel through your floor. Yes. 15 seconds, not even. Yes, can you make your body even longer? Return to that 45-degree angle with your torso. You have 3, just 2, 1, shake it out. All right, 1 minute recovery. Next set is coming. Comment, how did that last set feel? How are we doing? Are we good? Looks like we have a few more. If you just joined us, welcome, I'm Elizabeth. This is a 45-minute HIIT workout, 45 seconds on, 15 seconds off, with recovery in between our sets. So, option for this next set, first exercise, so return to your book. If you don't want to use a book, totally cool, you'll punch your fists in the air. All right, 20 seconds, grab some water. All right, 10 seconds, are we ready? Let's get it. So grab your book, set up for reverse lunges. This reverse lunge comes with an overhead press. So it's really important to keep your core engaged. We'll start in 3, 2, 1. Rack your weight or nothing at all, fists at your collarbone. You step back, press up, return, and step in. So long step back, drop, up, in, you've got it, and you're on your way. With no book at all, totally cool, you'll step back and press your fists in the air. Long step back. Yes. So because your hands go overhead as you step back, really important to keep your core engaged. Keep your shoulders stacked over your hips. Yes, stick with it. 3, just 2, I know you're already there. 1, shake it out. 15 seconds. Next exercise is a squat with a hamstring curl. All right, so with or without your weight, you'll set your hips back and down, kick your heel towards your glutes, and then switch sides. 3, 2, 1, 45 seconds. So keep your heel flexed, working our hamstrings. And just like in the oblique twists, how soft can you land? Yes. And then breathe. your ability to push past that tightness you feel in your chest, to make the breath feel a little deeper, a little less shallow. That works your cardiovascular endurance. You have 15 seconds left. You've got it. Both sides, full body work here. Hips go back, heel comes towards your glute. Yes. Keep your core engaged. Last 5. Yes, last 3, 2, 1. Shake it out. You've got it. Next is something called around the world, I've heard them called up, up, down, downs, but you're basically moving from a forearm plank to a high plank. So I'll demo from my knees, option to do it from your toes. Stack your wrists on your shoulders. You'll lower down, down, press up, up, switch sides. Yes, so option from your knees, from your toes, or tabletop, walk your knees under your hips. All right, 3, 2, 1. Remember, we hit all of these exercises one more time, so if you have questions, comments, that's great. So again, from your toes or from your knees, you press up, up, down, down, switch sides. So how controlled can you bring your forearm towards your mat? So rather than just collapsing down, find the control through your chest. Yes. Awesome job. Stick with it for just 10 more seconds. Lower, lower, lift, lift, and remember to switch sides. How can you keep your hips level so then don't move with your arms? Yes, last 3, 2, 1, shake it out. All right. 15 seconds here. Stick with it. Next, we're on to bicycle crunches. Something everyone knows. So let's talk a little bit about form. When your leg comes out, your opposite knee stays over your hip. Then your elbow squeezes up towards the knee. Rather than your knee coming in, it stays back to keep your low core active. All right, 45 seconds starts in 3, 2, 1. Option here to tap your toe down rather than sending your foot all the way out. Yes, and then widen your elbows. Keep your chest open. Yes, you've got it. So good, so good. Another 20 seconds remaining. So can you widen your elbows a little bit more? Squeeze your elbow towards your knee. Yes. And then think about the diagonal forces across your belly. So squeeze your ribcage towards your hip, and then switch. You have 3, just 2, almost there. 1, shake it out, 15 seconds. You know what's up. It's cardio. Squat jumps. So if you're not jumping today, there are options for you. So you'll squat down, reach for the floor, reach for the ceiling. You could grab a book and do a squat press. Anything that's a full body motion and raises your heart rate, that makes it cardio. So your call. You can do squat jumps with me, or grab that book, squat press, or take the jump out. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Yes. Can you land soft? So little to no impact in all of your joints. Let your muscles catch you. Yes, reach for the ceiling, reach for the floor. Yes, stick with it. You've got it. Lean into that music you've got. Or if not, there's a voice in your head that said, hey, I'm gonna work out this morning instead of sleeping in. Listen to that voice got you here, it's gonna bring you through. You have 10 seconds left. Yes. Stick with it. Home stretch, home stretch. 3, just 2, 1, shake it out, breathe, grab water. Great work, everyone. All right, we have that set one more time. You know where we're going? Now's our time to execute it to perfection. You have 45 seconds left in your recovery. So stick with it. Think about what you need in this next set. We're gonna switch legs for one of the exercises, but everything else is gonna be exactly the same. If you have questions about any of those exercises, now's the time. Drop it into the comments. I'll see if I can catch them and answer them as we go. If there are no questions, that's fantastic. We start in 3. Grab your book if you used it on the last set. 2, 1, reverse lunges with an overhead press. So switch legs. Step back, press up. Yes. So you can turn it into 2 motions, 1 count step back, 1 press up, or 1 smooth motion, long step and up. Yes. If you feel wobbly on your front leg, 2 things. 1, turn it into two counts, 1 step back, 1 drop, up and in. And then second, really drive your front heel into the floor. So the weight should land in the back half of your foot more than the ball or the toe. And then you press up, make sure your core is engaged. Yes. Really drive through your front heel to come up. You have 3, just 2, 1, shake it out on to a squat with a hamstring curl. Book if you want it, or not if you don't. 3, 2, 1, 45 seconds starts right now. Always an option to slow it down. Make sure as you twist, your opposite leg, the one you're twisting away from, stays neutral. If you feel any torque in your knee, decrease the twist a lot. You want your whole leg to stay neutral. All right, 10 seconds left, stick with it. Can you come soft in your landing, power up? Yes. Team, that's not, yes, good, awesome job. 3, 2, 1, shake it out. I need to call back to the first set. All right, around the world. Mat, if you had it last time. Knees, toes, or tabletop starts in 3, 2, 1. All right. So you'll come down, down, up, up, then switch sides. Yes, just like that. Stare towards the top of your mat so you're not torquing your neck up. You don't have to watch me. We've done this exercise before, so all you have to do is slow control to your forearms, slow push up. Yes. This is one of those exercises that speed doesn't actually help you. The more control, the slower you go, the more muscle strength you'll build. All right, 5 seconds, 5 seconds. How many more do we have? Last 3, just 2, 1. Shake it out, it's 15 seconds. Recovery, awesome job. Bicycle crunches coming. All right, 3, 2, bicycle crunches. We've seen these before. 1, and we go. Twist. So notice if your elbows come forward towards your face. Can you widen them? And then notice if your knee starts to come in. That's when your low core disengages, so push it back so they stack over your hips. Yes, just like that. So good. 20 seconds left. Widen your elbows. Can you find a squeeze towards your elbow, towards your knee? Yes. Last 5. You just have 3, 2, 1. Shake it out. You know where we're going. It's a squat jump. You can take a squat press, or no jump at all, reach for the floor, reach for the ceiling. But if you took a non-jumping option, I want you to think about the jump in your mind. So think about how much power that would take, bring that into your legs. You'll never leave the ground, but you'll recruit more muscle engagement. You have 3, 2, 1 minute. Let's go. Yes. So with the squat reach the floor, reach for the ceiling, but power through your legs. Picture the jump in your mind. Yes. You've got it. Remember what I said about sets earlier. If you do 10, recover, do 10 again, that's awesome. 15 seconds remaining. Yes, you've got it. Stick with it. Do them with me. Take your option, keep going. Land soft on your legs. You've got it. So close. Just 3, just 2, 1. Awesome job. Shake it out. Take a recovery. Grab some water, towel, whatever you need. All right. We have 15 minutes left, a little bit less. Brief cool down. So we're going to run through those last 2 sets once. Once each, back to back. We're gonna go, well, 1 minute break after the cardio. Like, we'll not get crazy, but that's it. You know where we're going. You know everything that we've done so far. So all you have to do now is execute it. Notice if the fatigue makes your form a little different than the first time, totally cool. Maybe take a different option to keep the good form. All right, we're going. All right, squat with an oblique twist, except this time, because I called back to it earlier, we'll do a hamstring curl. All right, how are we feeling? It is so weird to not be able to see everyone, but I hope you're all doing really great. I know that you would be. We have 3, 2, squat with a hamstring curl in 1, 45 seconds. We're on the home stretch. Hamstring curl, morning brain, hamstring curl. Send your butt back and down. Kick your heel towards your glutes. You've got it. So good. Can you stick with it? More drive through your leg. More control on the way back down. Yes. 15 seconds, friends. You've been here before. So squeeze your hamstring, bring your heel towards your glute. You've got it. Land soft. Yes. Last 5. You have it for 3. Just 2. 1. Shake it out. 15-second recovery. Great work, everyone. On to walking push-ups. Grab your mat if you want to take these from your knees. Remember, the important thing is the 90-degree bend in your elbows. What can you do with your lower body to get the full range in your upper body? 3, 2, 1. 45 seconds. Walk, walk, drop. Yes. So good. Drive the heels of your hands into the floor. You've got it. Use your core to keep you stable and supported. And there's no ego to this, so whatever leg option you take, that's great because you're still going. You're getting maximum engagement of your upper body. So much work for your core, your chest, your shoulders, your triceps, your back. Great full body exercise push-ups are. And there's just 5 seconds left. That recovery's coming, team. You've got it. 3, 2, 1. Shake it out. So good, so good. All right. You can keep your mat for swimmers. So in the swimmers, you want control as you come up, control as you go down. It is more about lifting your upper body up than squeezing from your low back. So option to take the legs out of it and lift just your upper body and swim. You have 3, 2, 1. 1 minute. So again, option to keep your feet on the floor, lift just your chest and swim. And then come back down. Yes. If you feel it in your low back, definitely take the legs out of it. And then pull your shoulders down along your spine. Excellent work. There's just 15 seconds left. And then make sure that you're not looking up, that you're looking down, that the back of your neck is long. There's just 3, just 2, 1, shake it out. 15 seconds, recovery. And we are on to side planks. So remember your options: knees, stacked feet, scissored feet, and then either from a long arm or down on your forearm. That is your call. 3, 2, 1. 1 minute. Let's get it. So, elbow under your shoulder. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Make sure your shoulders collapse in. Stack your shoulders on top of each other. Square your hips towards the front of the room. Yes, everything is in a single line. So lift and lower. Remember, you can put your hand on your oblique. Feel the squeeze to try and decrease the pressure in your shoulder. It's less about pressing out of your shoulder. It's more about squeezing up from your side. 10 seconds remaining. Yes, you've got it. So if you're high, you'll lift. Be aware of pressing out of your shoulder. Squeeze from your side. Yes, you have 3, 2, 1. Shake it out. Awesome job. We'll do one more set like that to get the other side. So flip, switch to your other side. You have 3, 2, 1. Same thing, other side. So lift, lower, lift, lower. Yes, you can. So good. So remember, scissor your feet or drop to a knee. You want stability in your lower body to maximize the range in your side. Yes. Only difference with the knee is make sure you're not pressing out of your knee too, that you're squeezing from your side. Yes, just like that. Up, down. So close. Yes, keep your hips stacked just like you did on the other side. 20 seconds remaining. That's it. And something different other than Heisman's on this side. All right, last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Great work, everyone. Ditch your mat if you have it. We are on to football runs with a tap back. So this is a football run. Sit your hips back. Pull your core in. Get tiny, tiny taps with your feet. Option then to add a tap back, which is the back half of a burpee. So you'll drop your hands, jump back, jump in into a low squat, right back into your football runs. You can do as many or as few tap backs as you want. Option to not jump at all, to step back, step in, and get right back into your football runs. 1 minute starts in 3, 2, 1. 1 minute long, let's go. Tiny, tiny taps. Pull your core in, jump back, jump in. Yes, or tap back, tap in. But wherever you do, land in the low squat for the tiny taps of your football run. Yes, tiny, tiny taps. And then option to move side to side, step back. No! Too much jumping, friends. All right, cool. Hopefully you're still going. Yes, there are 20 seconds left. As many or as few tap backs as you want. That's your call. Yes, last 10. Stick with it, stick with it. Tiny, tiny taps, even lighter on your feet. Yes, you can always take the tap backs out. Yes, last 3. Just 2, 1, shake it out. Great work, 1 minute recovery. All right, you have just that last set remaining. You've done it all before. Reverse lunge with overhead press. We'll switch legs halfway through. A squat with a hamstring curl or a squat with an oblique twist. Really just pick the one you like. Then around the world, so the up, up, down, down, bicycle crunches, and a squat jump to finish. So, 30 seconds left, great time for water. And we'll go. So go ahead and grab your book if you used it the first time through. Remember, you have 3, 2, 1. We'll start on one side and then switch. All right, so step back, press up. Yes. So stay on this leg. Let this leg fatigue. And then remember to squeeze your core. Make sure that as you press, you're not arching back. Pull your core in. Keep your shoulders over your hips. All right, don't worry, we'll switch legs super soon. 15 more seconds here. Yes. Remember, option to slow it down, turn it into 2 counts of motion. You want the option that makes you most stable. We switch legs in 3, in 2, 1, switch it out, other side, down, up. Yes, or remember the option to slow. Pay attention to the stability of your front knee. If it starts to wobble, that's a great signal to switch. Almost there. Yes. Drive through your front heel. That'll keep your glute active, which helps to stabilize your knee. Awesome job, we just have 10 seconds left. Yes, stick with it. Even more drive, even more press and squeeze of your core. 3, 2, 1, awesome job. 45 seconds right here. And then we'll move on. Squat with a hamstring curl, squat with an oblique twist. Or if you're like, I don't like any of those options, regular squats are great too. Dealer's choice on the squats starts in 3, in 2, and 1. All right. So if you are in the squat with the hamstring curl, rather than just flinging your foot back, can you find a controlled raise? So a slow pull towards your glute. And at the top, can you see if you can get it just a little bit closer? A little more activation of your hamstrings. Yes. Don't worry. You just have 15 seconds left. Yes, stick with it. So you chose your option. You want to be where you are. So just stay there. Trust the option you chose for yourself. Execute it strong, just like you started it. 3, just 2, 1. Shake it out. Great work. Around the world, so you'll need your mat for your forearms. Team, we're on our last one. You have 3, 2, last set, I should say. 1, around the world. So set up in your high plank and then lower, lower, lift, lift, other side. If you're like me and your brain doesn't want to remember which side is which, do 2 or 3 on one side, then switch the arm that goes first. It's a great way to take a little bit of the mental effort out of it and make sure you're even on both sides. Yes, you've got it. So good. Just a couple more left. Can you push more through the heels of your hands? Just like that. We're almost there, we're almost there. Stick with me. Last 3, last 2, 1, shake it out. So good. All right. We're gonna skip the bicycle crunches so we can end on time. Just one more cardio segment. I'll do a little bit of an optional cool down at the end, but if you have to go totally cool, you can check back in. We have lots of great yoga content. Grace has taught some stuff. Tara has too, so you can check that out on our page. All right, PSA over. Squat jumps, 1 minute between us and the end. Squat reach. If you liked the football run, you could take that. You have 3, 2, 1, 1 minute. Squat jump, yes. So if you want a football run, you could take it. If you're like, I don't know, jumping jacks, that's cool too. 1 minute of cardio. We're all in this together. Tons of options available. So if you're taking the jump out, drive through your heels like you're going to jump. Yes, picture flying towards the ceiling. See how much power you can generate, how much control you can recover on the way back down. Yes. Home stretch team, more than halfway through. Turn them into sets if you want. Set it out, do 10, take a breather, do 10 more. You just have 15 seconds left. 15 seconds between you and the end. Stick with it. Yes, breathe through. So good, last 5, just 4. So good, 3, 2, 1, yes, friends, shake it out, grab some water, so good. If you're leaving, thank you so much for joining. I'm so glad to have this community still going. We're excited to be here, sweating it out in movement green. If you're staying for a little bit of a cool down, come down to your mat on your knees, and then bring one leg forward for a hip flexor stretch. So you'll bring your front knee to 90, shift your hips forward to feel a stretch through the front of your opposite hip. And then breathe. Start to make each breath a little slower, a little deeper than the one that came before. And then option to add an oblique release, so reach up and then slowly tip a little bit to the side. Same arm as your back leg. Amazing. Then send your hips back. Keep a slight bend in your front knee. Flex your toes towards your face. Hinge from your hips. Hamstring stretch. So you keep the slight bend in your knee. I know it's different than we learned at the sit and reach in gym class, but we keep the bend there to put the stretch into the muscle and to make sure we're not stretching the tendons and ligaments, which don't stretch back. And then pull your chest towards your toes. You don't have to touch them or anything. Just feel the hinge in your hips, the release in the back of your leg. All right, and then keep that same leg forward. Bring it to a 90-degree angle. Let's see if I can move back. Both knees are at a 90-degree angle. Flex both feet. And then fold forward towards your front leg. It's a glute stretch. You've got it. So good. Keep breathing. All right, switch it out. Bring your other leg forward to a 90-degree bend. Hinge forward. Feel a stretch in your opposite hip flexor. And then bring your arm up and over for an oblique release if you took it on the other side. Amazing work, everyone. Send your hips back. And then flex your front knee, pull your chest towards your toes. And then picture pulling the head of your femur, the top of your thigh, back in to your pelvis. Maybe you take an even bigger bend in your knee. That's totally cool. You should feel it in the center of your hamstring muscle. All right, and then bring your front knee to 90. Flex your foot to protect your knee and fold over your front leg. I know you can't see my legs, so 90 degrees in both knees. We've seen a hurdler stretch, it looks like that. And then you fold towards your front leg. Great. And then come up to your feet, interlace your hands in front of your chest, peel your shoulder blades apart, upper back stretch. Maybe swim side to side to unlock your lats a little bit, and then switch out your grip with your hands. And then bring your hands up, back, and down, chest stretch, front delt stretch, pull your shoulders down. You can clasp your hands behind your back, or just reach them towards each other if your mobility doesn't allow that. But the goal is to bring your chest open. All right, big inhale, everyone together. 2 times through, big inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, let it go, dive forward. One more time, inhale, rise, hands overhead. Exhale, dive. And you're done. Amazing job. Thank you all for showing up bright and early. Have an amazing, amazing rest of your week. Thanks, everyone.